What? Game Gabster? You're doing this game again? Or, well, not again. I mean, if you watched my Let's Try series, you'll see this that I tried this game recently, and I was very tired. It was like 2 a.m. on a weekday. I don't know why I was doing that, but yeah, I loved the game, even though it looked like I was like, ugh, and you could hear me breathe all over the place. Hopefully this time it's better, even though it is like 2 a.m. But this time we're actually gonna try to speed it up quite a lot, and we're gonna make a cool world. If you don't know what species is, basically it's an real or artificial life, real evolution simulator kind of thing, where you place out these very simple kind of creatures, and over time they have random mutations, and due to environmental different environmental conditions and randomness of the world and who's better, etc., they end up becoming different species and breeding out and stuff. But yes, our creature cap, let's put that lower. We're gonna have that at 1,200. Our creature detail, we need to put that lower as well, because too much. We will have a ocean lake. Actually, let's randomize the height map a bit. No. I don't really know if I like this one. This one seems nice. I can get lots of speciation there with the islands and things. What is this? Why is it? Oh, I see. Oh wait, where's the water level? I don't know. Let's just have it like this or something. Noise map. Whatever. We're gonna keep this there. We are going to have world size normal, tree growth. That needs to be like bumped up to infinity. Temperature sensitivity, fertility sensitivity, temperature loss modifier. That needs to be at like -2 or something, so that these creatures actually survive temperature changes. Genetic range, I like that. Let's start. We're gonna try to survive the longest possible. I'm gonna make a few of these videos, I hope. Not too many though. Oh, is that too loud? Hopefully not. You can still hear me, right? Am I speaking too loudly? I might be. Or maybe I'm speaking too low. But it's good that we have music now. So basically, we're gonna start off with this map here. We're gonna be looking a lot at the clade diagram, where we'll see the speciation. There's the web of life, the interactions between different species and members of the populations. And population history is not really that important. In any case, let's get this going quickly here. You see these guys interacting. Let's raise fertility slowly, so that grazing becomes a major thing. Oh, autosave. Oh, we're already capping. I thought the cap was 1,200. What have I done? Play diagram. Do we have speciation yet? No. If you don't understand evolution, it's quite simple, really. There's random genetic mutations over time, and there's sexual selection, natural selection, and those are the two main variables. Depending on the environment, there's certain mutations will adapt better to that environment, and certain mutations will be better at breeding, and it's a balance between both of them, and then you get different species evolving depending on those variables, and the ones that can't adapt or aren't good enough for that environment, or if good enough at breeding, they die out. Of course, this is a very quick or very fast developing kind of simulation here, because technically speaking, speciation and things don't happen until thousands and thousands of generations. You know, it takes a long time to actually see a major change between certain species. Although there are some counter-arguments, it depends really on the level of adaptation. There was once this lizard, I think it was a lizard or snake, that was introduced to this random desert island somewhere, and it was as an experiment to see how well this would adapt over a certain period of time, and it wasn't made for that environment, right? But it bred, and it made enough children, and over time, over a period of 30 years, the offspring of the offspring, you know, just a few generations down the line, the snakes or lizards had changed completely, or had changed in certain ways that they were now adapted to the environment and were becoming the main predator, which was actually, it's quite interesting. It's like evolution in a lifetime, or that a human can actually see. I think we've got speciation going. Oh shit. Zoom out. We already missed lots of species there. We had this coming out, this came out. We had that, this. Ooh, that was cool. And that. There are a lot of different things here. It's good to have this cap low, because before I had it too high with the detail of the creatures very high, and it was impossible, like it would start lagging like crazy. Now, let's get speciation going here for real. If you've studied elementary biology, you'll know that when you separate two populations of the same species in different islands, for example, then you, over time, since you have a different climate, you have a different population and different environment, really. Over time, over a long period of time, you'll see that a population in one island or one place will develop away from the other. The other one will also develop away, you know, both of them develop away, but they just become completely different. And this can really be seen in Madagascar, where you find unique species all over the place, because these were actual animals that were populations that were trapped in Madagascar when it split off from the main continent of Africa. So yeah, that's pretty cool. Anyway, let's zoom out. Oof, lots of speciation. And we're getting lots of different lizards. It seems that it's more beneficial for these to have scales. Turns out, the average temperature around the world is around 21, 22 degrees. It's quite high. So it's no wonder that they benefit from being cold-blooded. Oh, the music disappeared. That's good. Not too loud. Yes. Should we set off some environmental catastrophes? I think so. I dislike this. Whoops. Oh shit. Oh, too bad for you. Now that population is almost segregated. No, I'm not clicking on you. Up. There we go. Although this is very shallow, so I guess they can. Certain animals will be able to cross if they learn how to swim. You can actually see certain animals that are able to, or some are actually. I've had animals or life forms that are tall enough to actually cross quite vast areas of water. This is actually strange. Why can they all swim? God damn it. Stop swimming. Stop swimming. Over the cap limit? I mean, I thought the cap was 1,200. Yeah, these can all swim. Gosh darn it, I didn't notice. They're eating each other and breeding in the water, actually. That's intriguing. Should we lower global temperatures, maybe? Or should we raise them? Let's raise them. Actually, no, let's lower them. 4. There. And let's look at our tools here. Radiation gun, resurrect. No, I don't care about resurrection. No, I don't care about that. Let's look at our clay diagram. I love these diagrams. Look at that. Zoom out. This is a healthy population. You can see that there's been very little to no environmental change, apparently. Some trees here did die off quite a bit, but there's still members of those families alive for the most part. But when you have these kinds of trees, you see that there's been no real mass extinction event of any major sort. Fact, I'm gonna lower fertility here because I feel like it's very high. Let's just lower it. And then lower sea levels slowly. And see different family branches interact with each other to create new and improved species. The great thing about this game is that it's still in alpha. I don't know if it's been developed very thoroughly in the last 8 months, because I didn't play it before, but I feel like it hasn't really had much development. Oh look, you have different species interacting with one another, killing each other, competing. Now we look at the web of life, and then we can... Oh shit, that's laggy. Oh, stop. Or slower, thank you. Here you can see that there's this species here, or this group of animals here that have legs and arms, kind of. They are interacting only with one another in social groups and maybe even eating each other. Cannibalism, I'm not sure. But then you have this whole range of different species in here that are interacting with one another, and you have intricate webs here. I haven't actually seen this kind of web before in this game, so that's really nice. I think we spawned in a great little world here. What annoys me is that most of these guys can swim. I know it's nice, because then we actually have technically, water species and different things, and they can all survive. But I don't know. It just feels like I should have more land creatures. You know what? Let's just lower the water levels, if that's the problem, and lower the fertility. Let's lose all the grazing population. There's been no real max extinction event, but you can see that off to this side we have that kind of like those other animals that were developing their own little web of coercion, and on this side we have the other different species. No, actually it was these guys here, whatever. But you have two main family branches. These guys aren't really related that far back. I think interbreeding by this point between these and those is pretty far off. Not gonna happen. I really like this game. Yeah, and it's free. That's the amazing part. I mean, schools should actually use this to show students how life works. In any case, actually, I'm gonna pause it right there, and I think I'm gonna split this up in a few parts, and I'll see you in the next time when we see these sausage monsters or whatever they are, reptilian lovebirds, no, reptilian love shells or whatever. What the hell is this? Yeah, when we see these things actually die faster, maybe. Anyway, see you.